Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin with GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson, and today I've got three fun and easy riffs for you from the Steve Miller Band. Right now, if you click on the link in the description of this video, you can download a free chord chart from Guitar Control. This is in PDF format, so you can print it out. It has every chord that you could ever need for whatever situation you're in at a glance. Very useful tool, and it's free from Guitar Control. Just click the link. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at these. Alright, so the first one we're going to look at is the riff from Jet Airliner. So this one here we're going to start off, this is just all a single notes riff. So we're starting here on the 3rd fret of the A string with your first finger. And we're going to play that, and that's on the downbeat of 1. So this is made up of 8th notes on this first part here. So this, then we're going to go to the 5th fret of the G string with your 3rd finger, to the 3rd fret of the G string with your first finger, and then back to the 5th fret of the G string. Alright, so when we play this note here, that's a 8th note. It's on the and of 2, but it's tied to the downbeat of 3. So then on the and of 3, we come back to the 3rd fret of the G string, and then starting on the downbeat of 4, we're going to move our first finger to straight down, so we're on the 3rd fret of the D string, and we're going to pick that and do a hammer onto the 5th fret with our 3rd finger, and then pull back off to 3, and then end on the 6th fret of the A string with your 4th finger. So that's the whole riff. Alright, so the next one we're going to look at is Rockin' Me. So for this one, I'm going to start off with it's an A5 power chord. So we're here on the 5th fret of the low E string with my first finger, and the 7th fret of the A string with my 3rd finger, and you can also add the 7th fret of the D string as well if you like. So this starts on the last beat of the first measure we rest, and then we're going to start on that A, and we're going to, so it's 2 16th notes and then an 8th note. And then on the 2nd measure we just move that shape up a whole step, so now we're at the 7th and 9th fret, and we slide out of that. So we've got, alright, so after we slide out of that, we have just a short 8th note rest, and then we're going to strum this B5 again, and then we're going to move it straight up. So now our first finger's on the 7th fret of the A string, and our 3rd finger's on the 9th fret of the D string for an E5 here. So that's, and then on the 3rd measure, we come back and we hit this B5 again and slide out of it again. So far we've got, alright. So that's like the first half of this riff. So after that, we're going to come up and we're going to put our first finger here on the 9th fret, and we're going to bar our finger so it's going across the 9th fret of the A, D, and G string. We're going to strum this and then do a hammer on with our 3rd finger to the 11th fret of the A string. And we just want this to all ring out over each other. So we strum, hammer, and then we hit the A string again. and then we just repeat that, and it does it 5 times. So we got the, and then on the last one here, we just hit where we're still barring here at the 9th fret, so we're just going to hit the D and the G string. So it's like. So. Then after that, our final measure, we just come back to the B5 again. So we're going to come back down. So we're on the 7th and 9th frets here on the E and A string again. And we hit that and then slide out of it. And then at the end here, work back to the A5. And then that's where it would repeat. Alright, so the last one we're going to look at here is like this kind of main riff. It's kind of the bass line, but the guitar follows it too for the Joker. Now, they're originally on this song in some kind of an alternate tuning, I believe, but this is just a way so you can play it and still be in just standard tuning. So it's pretty simple. It's all single notes. So we start off here on the 1st fret of the low E string. So we're playing this, and it's 1 and 2, E and 3, and it's kind of got this weird, you know. So that's like the first measure. So we're 1, 1, 1, open A string to the 1st fret twice, then one more time to the D string open. So that's half of the riff. Then starting on the 2nd measure, we're going to take our 3rd finger and we're going to put it here on the 3rd fret of the A string. And we're going to do that as 2 8th notes for beat 1. Then we have an 8th note rest, and then we're going to go to the 3rd fret of the low E string. And this last part here is all 16th notes. So we're 3, and then the open A string to the 1st fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the A string open twice, 1, 2, and then back to the 3rd fret of the low E, 2, and then the whole thing would just repeat. So that last part is, and then it would just start over again. So. Alright, so there you have it. 3 fun, pretty easy riffs to play from the Steve Miller Band. So if you like this lesson, be sure to give me a thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have any questions about this or other guitar-related topics. I'm still continuing to do my subscriber-requested riff series, so if you have any suggestions for riffs that you'd like to see covered, leave them down in the comments and I'll check that out. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we upload throughout the week. Well, that is all I have for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.